In traditional First Nation culture, we acknowledge the intelligence, the sentient nature of water. Water is sacred. Water is life. And through that, it's able to teach us love, compassion, and honor, so that we can heal the earth and heal each other. Being in the pits of depression, it's like you can't see a light. There's nothing. And when it gets so bad, and it's like you don't want to be, you just don't want to be. But you want to feel like you want to be. And you don't know why you hold on, but you do. And you do because it's not that you're some kind of a hero. It's something you have to do. And if you've been through it enough, despite how deep and dark that hole is, you know you're coming back up. And so you hold on to whatever you can, because you know an end to the darkness is coming, and that you will crawl back up into that light again. And when you do, you're stronger, and that light becomes a part of you, and you're able to take that light and give it to others, and give them a spark. There's always hope. It always gets better. And when you're coming up out of the pits, you start to remember. You start to remember all of those negative things in your head that help bring you down. And I think it happens because we're human. And whether you have depression or not, that negative self-speak, it can pull you down. And it doesn't have to be that way. And right now, I'm making a choice. I'm making a choice to wash away all that leads to depression. We have to change the way we think. And when we change the way we think and turn things around, we see things in a different light. We learn from compassion. Because a river of compassion washes away my anger and replaces it with love. A river of compassion washes away my anger and replaces it with joy. A river of compassion washes away my anger and replaces it with peace. And compassion never ends. And it gets deep into us. It washes away anger and replaces it with bliss. Washes away anger and replaces it with honesty. Washes away anger and replaces it with compassion. A river of compassion washes away anger and replaces it with oneness, wholeness, leading you to joy, peace, bliss, honesty, compassion, and oneness. And remember, when you go out there, to throw out all that compassion to the world, because you don't know who's going to need it in any given moment. And what I find happens is that compassion is returned to you tenfold. You don't try to change your world all at once. You know that depression is a cycle. You go down, you go back up, you go down, you go back up. And hopefully every time you go back up, it's a little bit higher. But the thing you realize is, it's never forever. And it's never a straight line. Your next bout of depression or anxiety can be worse than the previous one that you had. But the thing is, you keep learning as the years go on. And you hold on to that compassion. You hold on to that ability to forgive and to move forward. And replacing all of that negative energy with all of the stuff that brings you love, joy, peace, bliss, honesty, compassion, and oneness. I don't think I ever want to get rid of my depression. I know it sounds crazy. But depression is a beast. And the fight is a lifetime. But every time I beat it, and I'm that little bit more stronger, I feel like I'm winning some kind of a war. And I know that I can reach out and touch somebody. And I can give them a taste of that compassion. And they're going to go out. And they're going to remember that. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. And maybe not for me. But maybe for someone else. It's the whole pay it forward thing. But don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't happen all at once. Everything is just one step at a time, knowing that things are going to get better. But just one step. Just one step. You can't rush this. One step is all that you need in the moment. You don't have to think about yesterday. You don't have to think about tomorrow. Just think about now. Right now. Now is all that matters. Now is the only moment. Everything else does not exist. Right now, in this moment, it's just you and me, and the world is fine. And when we leave here, we're going to make it all a better place. And if you're the kind of person that runs around like crazy trying to change the world, and you don't know why things aren't changing, and why you're not impacting the world, don't fret. A lot of the changes that you make, you will never see. They're going to be hidden from you for a lifetime. Some little thing that you say today may have a huge impact on someone tomorrow. My son and I were talking about this. And I explained it like a lot of writers have explained it in the past. You say something, and it creates a tiny little ripple. That ripple extends outward. At first, it's tiny. But as it crosses an ocean, it builds and builds until eventually it becomes a huge wave that washes up on another shore. So all those little things you do, all those little ripples, you might be changing the world. But the little wave or the little ripple that starts on one continent and winds up as a wave on another. You would never know in a million years that was you. So if you don't know why your actions aren't making positive changes for other people, well, they probably are, but you just can't see it. So keep plugging away. Replace that negative energy with positive energy. And remember to reach out. You know, I'm big on mental health. And I'm hoping that you will take a moment to go through everybody's name that you know and find the one that you haven't heard from in a long time. Give them a call. See how they're doing. Or, if not a call, a text, a DM. Remember, if you're a producer or a listener, nobody is too big. Depression, mental health issues hit everybody, big or small, equally. A name is not too big for you to reach out to, no matter if they have 1 million followers or 1. One more thing before I go. Something that I've noticed. I think I've been guilty of it myself. Maybe it's a human nature thing. But our numbers. If you're on Twitter or on Facebook, or if you have a YouTube channel, you are not your numbers. I know we keep hearing about this in social media circles, and the reason we keep hearing about it is that it's a problem. You are not your numbers. Whether you have 1 view or 1 million views makes no difference. Because none of that defines your value. You don't have to define your value. You already have value. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are worth it.